and welcome to another Sega Creator Focus, where we talk to content creators who are also Sega fans. I'm Marta, and today I'm joined by someone that likes to go really, really fast. Speedrunner and content creator, the one and only Argick. Hey, Arg, how you doing?
Oh, I'm grand. How are
Hello.
you? Thank you for having us here today.
I'm good. Thank you so much for being here. Honestly, it is a pleasure. Long time coming, so looking forward to having a bit of a chat.
Yeah.
So, Og, tell us a little bit more about what you love about Sega and what has made you become a fan.
Oh, for me, it's obvious. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. The way it started for me way back in the day was my mum had a Mega Drive, and I lived in a flat at the time, so going outside wasn't really something I did. And there were games like Micro Machines and Mega Bomberman, but the game I always came back to was Sonic 2. And she had Sonic 2. We were sitting playing it. I would run around just having fun with the game, having no idea what it is I was doing because I was just a kid at the time, but I just fell in love with it. And then Sonic 3 and Knuckles came along. And at that point, I was basically hooked. Every year after that, it's like the next time there was a Sonic game, we just kept buying them, we kept getting them. And literally, I grew up with Sonic. So it's like all through from the classic era to the modern era to now, it's like, yep, give me more Sonic. That's what I love.
Yeah, you definitely like your Sonic. And to give people a bit more context, because I speed ran into this myself. Would you like to tell people just a little bit more about your content and what you do? Because you do a lot of stuff. So if you'd like to give us just a little bit of an introduction about all the wonderful
So
things you do.
yeah, so what I like to do is I like to do something called speedrunning. Speedrunning is the act of finishing a game within a set of community-defined rules as quickly as possible, not using any external cheats. So that means we're going to go from the very first level in Green Hill in Sonic 1 and finish all the way through in Final Zone, getting that last hit in Dr. Robotnik as quickly as we possibly can. Now, there are some glitches and exploits that we can use that are a lot of fun but are within the confines of the game, or sometimes we like to just do it completely glitchless as intended by the developers themselves. It's a lot of fun. I've been doing it now coming on 5 years. And it's how I started getting my content going, basically. It was back in 2017 with the one and only Sonic Mania. And yeah,
Amazing.
it's amazing.
And talking about speedrunning, how did you get into speedrunning yourself? How did you venture into it?
Oh, I'd been watching speedrun marathons like Games Done Quick and ESA from around like 2011, 2012. And I always sat there and was like, I could never do that. Nah, there's no way. It's like, it's too hard.
I relate to
Watched them.
that.
It's like, nah, I can't do it too. But it's like, it was 2016. And at this time, I'd been streaming myself for a couple of years because it was like, I'm playing lots of video games. Why not stream it? You know, I had no direction. I had no aim. I was doing a bit of anything and everything. And then the Sonic speedrunning community had a special event, which they named Sonic Speed R. It was a month-long event where they were playing a different game every day for the entire month, and you could join in the races with as many or as little games as you want. So I decided to enter all of them because why not?
Why not?
Because they opened it up to all skill levels, and being a complete newbie, I thought, why not? And at the end of that event, I basically caught the speedrunning bug and was like, no, that's it. We're going to get into speedrunning. And I started checking out some of the other games. As I said, Sonic Mania was one. I also did Sonic Adventure DX. Sonic Adventure DX was the first game that I started with, and then Mania is the one that catapulted everything. So
Wow. Honestly, and you've already touched on a lot of Sega games by this point, but do you have an ultimate Sega game that is your favorite game
mm,
of all time? Is this a difficult question?
yeah, it's a difficult question for me because Sega's got obviously you've got a lot of games, right? That aren't just Sonic.
Hmm.
And I love them all, but Sonic is where my heart is. And I always tell everybody, I'm going to cheat. I'm using two. I don't have one favorite. I have two favorites. It's Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic Mania because Sonic 3 and Knuckles is just a masterpiece. Like, I will forever have the nostalgia glasses, those rose tinted glasses. I love it to bits. I will always love it and will continue playing it as long as I can. But then Sonic Mania came out and it was just like this natural progression into it. But Mania would not have existed without Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So it's like, I always say both of those games. Like, if you could put them together and have them as one giant game, I would. I'd play it. This is a big giant game.
I mean, those are great games to be honest. Honestly, I know we're biased. We may be just a tiny bit biased, but those are fantastic games. But I'm also curious: are your favorite Sega games of all time also your favorite Sega games to speedrun?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually. The one major thing when it comes to speedrunning, one thing that we always say to anybody who wants to try and get into the
Mm,
hobby is make sure you play a game or choose a game that you will enjoy for a long time, or you will enjoy
mm.
playing from the very beginning over and over and over again. Because that's what speedrunning is, right? You're challenging yourself to get through the game as quickly as you can. Sometimes you'll get halfway through the game, you'll get a quarter of the way through the game, or you might even only get the first 2 minutes into the game before you've made a mistake and you go, I'm starting again. And you need to genuinely love a game and enjoy a game before you decide to dedicate
Yeah.
the amount of hours it takes for you to try and speedrun a game. In my opinion, speedrunning is one way to really lengthen just how many hours you will get out of a game. Ironically, you spend a lot of time playing a game to play the game for the least amount of time possible. Hmm.
But it's still such a great way to enjoy it because I've seen many of your streams where you speed run and you don't do it just once because you do go very, very fast. So you do end up playing the game once, twice, three times, four times in a very short span of time. So that definitely shows the amount of love you must have for a game to play it so many times. And also, looking at your background, I see a few little items over there. What is your most prized Sega possession?
So, the one that I have, it's gonna sound really silly, is the Sonic Mania instruction manual.
Ooh,
Now this
tell us
manual
more.
is a little bit special because, we had a little bit of trouble trying to get it in the UK,
Hmm.
but when I got a hold of one, it actually has the signatures of the developers inside it. And because of our time in the speedrunning community with them, it has a
Hmm.
personalized message in it as well. So
Oh,
this is like my
that's so
favorite thing ever.
cool.
Like I love it. I will treasure it forever. It goes up beside the rest of my Sonic display. It's like, no, that is that is my holy
Mhm.
grail of Sonic items right now.
No, that is amazing. I bet you have loads of items because I can see a few items here and there. And I know you're a big collector yourself. Recently, you built the Sonic Lego as well on stream, so I know you have quite a few things. So that just shows how prized that is. That is amazing. That is such a cool thing to have. And we've already touched a little bit on your speed running and content creation. But when it comes to creating content, was speedrunning what led you to it? Was there something else that made you get curious about the space?
Well, for content creation itself, it was literally just a case of I grew up playing video games for
Mhm.
as long as I can remember. Really, it is my main hobby is just gaming, be it playing video games, listening to the music, checking, like collecting all the stuff. Like you can see the stuff behind me. Like there's loads of stuff there, so it's like, I like collecting, doing all that. And at the time, through high school and whatnot, I was like, I'm just if I'm going home to play video games anyway, why not set up a stream and go
Yeah.
for it? And as I say, it's like at the start, it literally was just, what game am I playing today? I'm going to play this and just have people watching. Didn't obviously, if you don't have an aim, you don't have something you're focusing on, you're not really going to get anybody watching you. But as I say, 2016 is when I decided, nope, I want to do speedrunning. If I'm going to speedrun, it's got to be Sonic. And then everything just exploded from there. And now I get to do all the really fun stuff that we've done. We've done a whole bunch of charity events, at ESA, GDQ. We just did Game Blast,
Mhm.
and just lots of fun things that come out from it and streaming as well. And people have
Yeah.
rallied around me, and I'm very fortunate to have people come around and go, "This guy talks fast. This guy's fun. Let's watch him." It's like, yeah, let's keep doing more of that, you know?
That is so true because again, your streams are incredible. The fact that you go as fast as you go playing your games, and then you are talking. So this is something I admire about
Mhm.
speedrunners immensely. You are talking about every single detail, about every single thing, to a detailed degree that nobody could do that without playing the game, let alone playing the game at the speed that you're going. So it's absolutely incredible to see. And you have a fantastic community, and you have created a lot of pieces of content that are absolutely phenomenal regarding Sega. Do you have something that would be your favorite, close to your heart, when it comes to Sega content?
So, I would say my favorite thing that I've ever done is definitely my Sonic Mania speedruns, specifically the ones that I did for the European Speedrunner Assembly and Games Done Quick. For those of you not aware, those are two massive marathons, basically the largest marathons in America and in Europe, respectively. and just getting like I'm a showman. I like showing off, and I got to do that on two of the grandest stages. And it's like those are just it's like, yep, it's me in my prime. I'm playing a game I love. I'm talking 100 miles an hour. I'm showing off, and I'm very, very proud of those moments. And I hope to do more of them in the future with other games as well.
Definitely. And talking about showing off, I will just add this little bit. You mentioned that you recently have done Game Blast, which is a fantastic UK based charity event for special effect. Fantastic charity that focuses on gamers with disabilities playing video games. And you were playing some Sonic with a Sonic outfit. Do you want to tell us just a little bit more about that?
He's currently on vacation. So yeah, I last year for Game Blast 2021, I made an idea of I was like, what if I get a Sonic outfit? Like we could get a Sonic outfit and play games in that for charity, right? Everybody ate it up instantly to the point where the idea was mentioned, and 2 minutes later, the suit was ordered because that's just how it worked. And then, yeah, we had a year anniversary for Game Blast 22, and we had the majestic Sonic outfit on, big head plumes, giant gloves and everything, and we're raising money once again for special effect, swapping between a whole bunch of Sega games in a program known as the BizHawk Shuffler. So randomly between 30 seconds and 3 minutes, the games would swap. And when you're wearing giant gloves like that, it's kind of hard to control them, but it was good fun, and it was all in the name of charity.
I was going to say, playing the games to the level of precision that you do with your hands is one thing, but wearing big Sonic gloves is a whole other level. So props to you on that. And finally, do you have any advice for anyone that would like to become a content creator? Even you've already touched on this a little bit, but even speedrunning, what would be your advice?
So if you want to be a content creator, the main thing I would say, two main points. One, have a goal. Always have a goal that you're working towards. That's super important. And two, it's going to take a while. As I said, I've been streaming since, well, I started focusing on speedrunning since 2016. I'd been streaming since about 2014, 2015. And it took me about 3, 4 years before I got recognized, basically.
Hmm.
So come into this as a hobby, something you want to do for the enjoyment of it, not because you're expecting something out of it. It's going to be a long grind. It is going to take a long time, and you need to have that passion for it. In terms of speedrunning, don't be afraid. Everybody has that same idea of I could never do X or I could never do Y. You can pick a game that you want to learn. You can come and join any of the communities for those games, and they will welcome you with open arms, and they will help you try and get yourself set up and start helping you learn. They're a very friendly bunch, and yeah, that's how I got started with them too. Like I came in complete newbie, folk were like, "Yo, here you go. We'll set you up," and here I am now. So speed running, just do it. For content creation, be prepared, have a goal, and good luck.
That's incredible advice, honestly, and I couldn't agree more. The speedrunning community is so welcoming, and you've been very welcoming with us as well. So thank you so much, Argick, for joining us and talking to us a little bit about your love for Sega. We really appreciate it. Your passion definitely shows, and we're really grateful to have you here talking to us a little bit.
As I say, it's a pleasure being here. It's always fun. It's like, I get to talk with Sega. This is so good. It's like, oh, I try not to fanboy a little bit, but too late fanboying.
Fanboy away, fanboy away.
mhm.
Always gotta let's geek out together. Have be fans, all of us together.
Definitely. Sonic movie too soon. Going to be great. Can't wait.
Get hyped. Everyone, that has been Argick. Do try to catch him on the links down below. He does go fast, so make sure you try to catch him. His links will be in the description down below. As for us, please make sure to subscribe and tickle that notification bell so you never miss out any of our future Sega videos. But until then, thank you so much for joining us, and take really good care of yourselves. We'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.